Okay, good day. So, for this tutorial video ay kasama na ako. So, I have decided na sumama sa video at magpakita para mas maging interactive yung ating discussion. For our today's lesson, we will be having simplifying radicals. So, basically, we have this topic in grade 9 and napansin ko, napakarami pa rin mga bata ang nahihirapan on how to simplify radicals. So let's get started. So in simplifying radicals, we have this kind of rule or law in which we have the nth root of A times the nth root of B is equal to the nth root of AB. Wherein, itong law na to ay magagamit natin if the radicand inside the radicals ay hindi perfect square. Example, we have here the 50. 50 is not included with the perfect square numbers. So meaning, ano yung gagawin natin for us to simplify this kind of radicals? So, simula tayo. In simplifying square root of 50, basic thing na dapat nyong alam ay yung mga square root ng perfect square number. For example, I have the square root of 1, which is equal to 1. Square root of 4, which is equal to 2. Square root of 9, which is equal to 3. Square root of 16, which is equal to 4. Square root of 25 is equal to 5. Square root of 36 is equal to 6. Hanggang dyan lang muna tayo. So let's get started with number 1. Square root of 50, hindi perfect square. So, ang gagawin natin ngayon, we need to think of a number or we need to factor out 50 wherein one of the factors should be a perfect square. So, ano kayang factors ng 50? So, hanap tayo dito. So, we have here 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36. And possible yung 25. So, we can say na the factors of 50 are 25 times 2. Again, napakaraming factors ng 50. We have 1 times 50, 5 times 10, ano pa ba? 25 times 2, meron pa akong din nabanggit. So, ito na yung pinaka-useful kasi one of these factors ay perfect square. So, na-factor out na natin, we have the square root of 25 times 2. Ano gagawin natin ngayon? We know that 25 is a perfect square. So, we can separate them as the square root of 25 times the square root of 2. Applying this law. So ngayon, meron tayo ngayon ditong square root of 25 which is 5. And then the square root of 2, since hindi siya perfect square, so as is na po siya. So we have this 5 times the square root of 2. This is the answer. Now let's proceed with item number 2. In item number 2, we have here the square root of 8 x cubed y to the 4th power. So dito naman sa case natin sa number 2, meron na tayong variables. So hindi naman siya ganun kahirap. Basta sundan nyo lang yung process natin. We have here 8. So, ang 8 natin ay hindi included sa perfect square. So, we need to think of the factors of 8. So, paano ba yan? Ang 8 natin can be factored out as 4 times 2. So, one of the factors is a perfect square. Ngayon, ang problema na natin ay yung variable. We have the x cubed and y to the 4th power. Ang ginagawa ko dito ay paano malalaman ng mga bata or mga estudyante if the variable is a perfect square. So, we have here the index of 2. So, we are thinking na dinidivide namin yung exponent ng bawat variable by using the index. And then, sa x natin, we have 3 all over 2. Kapag napansin nyo na hindi siya whole number, kapag dinivide nyo siya, automatic, the variable, or the given variable in the radical, is not a perfect square. So, yung ating x raised to 3, hindi siya perfect square. Meaning, we need to factor out x cubed. So, ano ba yung mga factors niya? Ang factors niya ay x squared times x cubed. And then, for the y variable, mapapansin nyo, we have here the exponent of 4 divided by the index of 2. 4 divided by 2, it will give you a whole number which is 2. Meaning, yung y to the fourth power natin ay perfect square. So, naiintindihan po ba? Ibig sabihin po nun, we don't need to factor out y to the fourth power. Kasi perfect square naman po siya. So, we have the factors of the square root of 4 times 2 times x squared minus x minus y to the fourth power. So, gagawin natin ngayon, we need to extract those factors na perfect square. Ang 4 natin ay perfect square. The square root of 4 is 2. Labas natin. Yung 2, hindi. So, wag nyo lagyan na underline. Yung x squared natin, perfect square. The square root of x squared is x. Lagyan natin dito. Yung x natin is not a perfect square. So, dyan lang siya. Yung y to the fourth power natin is a perfect square. And the square root of y to the fourth power is y squared. And then, sir, ano yung mga may iwan sa loob? Ang may iwan sa loob ay yung mga number at variable na walang underline. So, we have here the square root of 2x. And then, for this item, number 2, the answer is 2x y squared times the square root of 2x. That's it. So, tuloy-tuloy tayo. We have here the number 3. Cube root of 54 x to the 5th power y. Ang problema rito, cube root. Paano kaya yan? At ang number natin ay medyo malaki, 54. So, one thing, katulad doon, kailangan alam natin yung mga perfect cube, yung cube root ng mga perfect cube numbers. So basically we have, so dito ha, we have the cube root of 1, which is 1, the cube root of 8, which is 2, the cube root of 27 is equal to 3, and then the cube root of 64 is equal to 4. The cube root of 125 is equal to 5. Diyan muna tayo mag-stop. Tignan natin. We have here 54. So, since ang 54 natin ay hindi perfect cube, same thing na gagawin natin is we need to factor out 54. Pero, dapat, isa sa mga factors niya ay perfect cube. 54. So, dito, 1, 8, 27. 27 yung pwede. Meaning, we can factor out 54 as 27 times 2. Same thing na gagawin natin sa variable. Gamitin yung index, i-divide sa exponent ng variable. Tignan kung magiging whole number ba. We have 5 over 3, hindi siya whole number. Meaning, hindi perfect cube. We need to factor out. The factors of x to the 5th power are x cubed times x squared. At yung y natin, obviously, hindi na siya pwedeng i-factor out because we only have y. So, extract na natin yung mga dapat extract. Ang cube root ng 27 ay 3. Labas natin. Yung 2, wala. Ang cube root ng x cube ay simply x. Now, halin mo natira. We have the cube root of 2x squared y. So, ang answer natin ay 3x times the cube root of 2x squared y. So, ayun yung ating tatlong examples. So, naghanda rin ako dito ng activity natin para magawa niya. And here are 2 items. Uy, nahihirapan ako muna. Yung 2 items natin, we have activity. Para makapapractice kayo, 48 x squared y to the 5th power. Number 2, square root of 75 x squared y to the 4th power. So, try natin. I will give you 1 minute para magawa yan. Okay? I think that's enough for us to show the solution of these 2 items after activity. So, we have here the 48. Ano ba yung mga factors ng 48? Factors ng 48 is that we have pwede dito 16. Pwede 16, di ba? So we have the square root of 16 times 3. That's 48. And then yung ating x squared, perfect square. So as is na po yan. Yung y to the 5th power, y to the 4th power times y. Those are the factors. Simplify natin. 16, which is 4. Square root ng x squared, x. Square root ng y to the 4th power, y squared. And then, lahat ng walang underline, yun yung matitira. So we have the square root of 3y. This is the answer. 4xy squared times the square root of 3y. Next item. Square root of 75, x squared, y to the 4th power. Yung 75 lang ang hindi perfect square. So, tingin tayo dito. Ito. The square root of 25 times 3 times x squared, y to the 4th power. Extract natin yung dapat extract. Square root of 25, 5. Ito, x. Ito, square root ito, y squared. And then the remaining one is that we have the square root of 3. This is the answer. So, I hope sa video na to ay natuto kayo kung paano mag-simplify ng radicals, though hindi ko pa sinama yung mga mahihirap na part in simplifying radicals. And patuloy lang sa pag-aaral or pag-practice naman kasi hindi naman hindi nyo ma-overcome ang mathematics without practice. So, I hope na-enjoy nyo yung video natin na nandito na ako. Maraming salamat. God bless.